inspiration. O. Henry, whose real name was William Sidney Porter, lived a few blocks away in the early 1900s. He was broke, alcoholic, and running out of time. He had already been to prison for embezzlement. His wife had died of tuberculosis. His daughter barely spoke to him. So he came to Pete's, sat in the same booth every afternoon, ordered whiskey, and wrote stories about New York's forgotten people. Shopgirls, clerks, conmen, waitresses, the kind of people who never made the newspapers unless they were victims of something. He wrote The Gift of the Magi in that booth, the story about a poor couple who sell their most valuable possessions to buy each other Christmas gifts, only to realize the gifts are now useless. It is maudlin and sentimental, and it has been reprinted 10,000 times because people love the idea that poverty can be romantic if you squint hard enough. O. Henry knew better. He was describing his own life, his own failures, his own belief that love could somehow make up for the fact that he had ruined everything. The booth is still there. You can sit in it. The table is small and wobbly. The wood is scarred with initials and strange symbols carved by people who will never be famous. Above the booth there is a small plaque that says, O. Henry used to sit here, but the plaque is dusty and most people do not notice it. Pete's survived Prohibition by claiming to be an Italian restaurant and hiding the bar behind a false wall. When the Volstead Act was repealed in 1933, they knocked the wall down and went back to business. The interior still has the original Victorian bar, the tile floors, the pressed tin ceiling. But it also has tourists now, lots of them, because Pete's figured out how to monetize its history without completely destroying it. That is a delicate balance. The problem with talking about old bars is that you start to sound like a preservationist, like someone who thinks everything old is automatically better than anything new. That is not true. Most old things deserve to die, but some of them, the ones that survived because they were useful, those are worth examining. Old Town Bar on East 18th Street opened in 1892 during the Gilded Age, when New York was becoming the economic center of the world and men in top hats were building. In the back corner, where a short story writer named O. Henry used to sit and drink himself into inspiration. O. Henry, whose real name was William Sidney Porter, lived a few blocks away in the early 19th.
The mural was done by my great friend, Jack Malone. I remember driving him over and hanging out, watching him work, and it's still there. Thank you, Jack, for everything.